Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you the first part in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew, Mystery of the Seven Keys. It has been so long since I have said that phrase. We're doing a walkthrough today for the newest Nancy Drew game, Nancy Drew Mystery number 34, Mystery of the Seven Keys. If you are here for the vibes, commentary, and gameplay, feel free to just keep watching. And if you are here for a specific topic or puzzle solution, check out the timestamps and chapters in the description. Right away, I am already so much more impressed. This is beautiful. This menu screen is significantly better than Midnight in Salem. Everything about it is better. It looks more clean. It looks more professional. It looks more finished. The sound effects are great. The background is beautiful. I am already very excited. There are achievements. I'm so ready. So let's go ahead and start a new game. And since we're playing for the first time and we're playing completely blind today, I have never experienced this game before. Let's go ahead and choose Amateur Sleuth. Love that they have the 2 difficulty levels. So we've got regular puzzles, hints available, that's awesome, and a detailed task list. Master Sleuth is more challenging puzzles, no hints, and no task list. So today we're going to be an Amateur Sleuth. Now this is exciting because this is the first time that the Nancy Drew games have had an option for how to navigate. Classic point and click like all of the other Nancy Drew games, or modern with first person free roam control scheme. I am tempted to go with the modern just to kind of test out its capabilities, but the game is also really cool because it gives you the option to switch between the different navigation modes even within the game, so you don't have to commit to one simple style. I am going to start with the free roam because I want to be able to look around fully, but we'll see. If I start to not enjoy it, I will switch to classic. These loading screens are already so much better too. Like, this is gorgeous. Love this kind of watercolor painting type style.
Adela's letter was certainly direct about meeting her right away, but didn't offer much to go on. Miss Drew, your ticket information is enclosed. The matter of my necklace that has now been replaced with fake gems is very confidential. It was my mother's necklace. My mother told me little about it. She rarely told me anything at all. You will meet me at Prague Castle in the Hungerkunstler Cafe at the end of the courtyard. If you are as good as they say, you will find it. No questions until you arrive. Use this number only in an emergency. It could be traced. Adela Czerna.
Adela, okay. Adela Czerna. Beautiful picture.
It's beautiful here. First case I've had in Prague.
They call it the City of 1,000 Spires. Home to a rich history, great music, precious art, and of course, many mysteries.
This must be the place. Ah.
Nancy.
You must be Adela.
Czerna, please, have a seat. I've been waiting for you. How was your flight? You must be tired.
I'm used to it.
I'm sorry to lure you away from your family. Do you have someone special waiting for you at home?
Oh, Ned. Yeah, but he isn't waiting for me. He has a full life when I'm away.
Ah, but he is special.
I like to think so.
Aw.
Good. I am alone, but I like it that way. I think.
I won't be long. I'll go home as soon as I solve your case.
Right to the subject. I researched your cases. You are a very brave young woman. When were you the most scared? When you were in the Japanese ryokan? Or in the mansion in your southern states?
This is already so cool. They just directly called out Shadow at the Water's Edge and Ghost of Thornton Hall. That is so cool.
I don't usually get scared, but Thornton Hall had more ghosts and graveyards than I'm used to.
That you are used to any ghosts and graveyards is unusual. You have chosen a strange profession. I am well known in society because of my wealth, but also because of my appearance. You can imagine it is hard for me to ask for help among my peers.
That's why you called me.
Excuse me, are you Nancy Drew?
I am. Who are you?
Adela Czerna.
No, I am Adela Czerna.
This is fraud. Prove you are me.
I owe you nothing. Imposter.
Wait. If you let me, I will figure this out. I will choose between you, but I get to ask one question first.
Agreed.
Okay. This is fraud, she says. Yeah, it is.
In your letter, you explained what was stolen. Whose was it?
It was my mother's necklace.
Of course she would say that. It was my mother's. We were very close.
I know who the real Adela Czerna is.
Woman standing.
You are. You explained the necklace was your mother's, but in your letter, I didn't get the sense that you were close at all.
I can't believe it.
Oh, Adela, that was my fault. I didn't know.
I don't blame you, Patricia. Miss Drew has earned her reputation.
Please, just Nancy is fine.
I hope you're not upset I lied to you. Adela is a very good customer, and she's never asked me for help before.
You can never be too careful.
I understand.
Ah, good. Now I can get back to work.
I will let you rest for the night, and we can begin in earnest here in the morning. Until tomorrow.
Well, that was interesting. Was she testing us, perhaps? New task, explore the cafe. Click here or press tab to open the task list.
A good detective always keeps a to-do list.
Oh, look at Nancy being all tech savvy. Click and hold for a hint. All subtasks must be completed before the main task can be checked off. Ooh, having subtasks is actually really helpful. New tasks appear here. Throughout the game, click here to back out. Okay. We also have, well, I guess let's do that first. Click here or press J to find important information and summary of the mystery. Oh, we have a journal. We have a detective journal. I can use my camera to take photos and add them to my gallery. I upgraded my phone with a GPS tracker. I can keep track of my tasks and get hints through the task list on my phone. And then we have a bunch of check vocabulary. Ano, ne, ahoj. I definitely do not know how to pronounce those. Oh, we can keep track of our achievements in real time. Suspects. Patricia, I think is how she said it. Patricia, don't know the last name yet, at least I believe that's her name, pretended to be my client Adela as a favor to her. She runs the local cafe and seems to love her work, but I can't help but wonder what else she might have up her sleeve. Patricia's impression of Adela was so convincing she could give Rick Arlen a run for his money. I wonder what else she could be dishonest about. Rick Arlen from Stay Tuned for Danger. Again, so many references to the past games already. Adela Czerna invited me to solve the case of her missing gems, then tested my detective skills by having the cafe barista pretend to be her. I don't know what her game is. I don't know what her game is. Okay. Exciting. Use the WASD keys to walk. Ooh, okay. Like quite literally, we are sidestepping. We are electric sliding across this cafe here. Hold shift to run. Whoa! Oh my gosh, that was fast and aggressive. Interesting. Oh boy, maybe I do want to do point and click. This is very sensitive and a lot of movement. And in an environment like this, gosh, I don't know. Click and hold to turn objects. Whoa. False accusations plague gem theft cases. Prague. The police marked Michael Svoboda as a person of interest in a rash of gem thefts that have ravaged Prague. His nightmare began when evidence connected him to the scene of the crime of the latest theft. The one caveat, he was never at the scene. He canceled his appointment to see the jewels the night before. Only the appointment on the jeweler's computer connected him. His exoneration failed to stop rumors from circulating against him. Svoboda joins a growing list of suspects who have faced accusations and interrogation based on unfounded evidence. Interesting. So we have some corrupt cops, perhaps? Oh, here we go. Replacing fine gems with replicas ring more than an alarm bell for investigators, collectors, and curators. Most readers will recall nearly 20 years ago a spate of gems in Prague's historic collection were found to be replicas. Those crimes have never been solved. Police hope to turn the tide on this current crime wave. In a brief interview by Prague Journal with head curator of the newest castle exhibit, Oskar Dvorak, he said, "I have utmost confidence that this gem exhibit will not fall victim to any thefts. We have installed the latest in security technology, and I am personally responsible for any appraisals conducted." Crown jewels return to public eye. The Bohemian crown jewels, usually safe ensconced within St. Vitus Cathedral at Prague Castle, will meet the public eye for the first time in 5 years at an exhibition opening in a matter of weeks. The President of the Republic ordered the exhibition last month for the upcoming installation of the new Lord Mayor. The crown jewels have been made available for public view in the past for special occasions such as this, but the exhibition has sparked controversy in light of the recent spate of jewel thefts. They like that word. Crime watchers suggest that the exhibition provides the perfect cover for the castle to upgrade security in the crown jewel vault. Until then, perhaps the safest place for the crown jewels is the public eye. Okay. First of all, huge plus that all of this is, like, actually grammatically and syntactically correct versus Midnight in Salem. I cannot pronounce any of that. Hosted a 2-day conference and expo in Prague last week to highlight Czech startups and leaders in the computing and internet industry. Open to the public, the expo showcased new apps, programs, and hardware. A spokesperson stated, "We hoped to educate the average person on how technology can provide benefits in health, wealth, and relationships. We also provided best practices for securing one's data against malware, virus attacks, and other cyber threats." Video of the conference and information sheets there presented will be available online in the coming weeks. Okay. Love that we have details that also maybe appear kind of inconsequential to the actual case. Like maybe related to the case. Okay, you know what? I do think that I am going to switch to classic navigation. Classic. Apply. Oh, I suppose, mouse sensitivity. Maybe if I turn down my mouse sensitivity quite a bit, let's maybe try that. Resume. Okay, that's better. That's almost a little too slow now. See, this is cool. This is using modern technologies to make the games really interesting. Okay, maybe that's the sweet spot. Nancy still moves kind of fast, but overall not too bad. Loving the cafe so far. I'm loving the cafe. I still feel like things look a little bit flat, but it's so much better than Midnight in Salem that I honestly am not like too bothered by it. 2, mystery. Do I get a book? Oh! I found a card. Wait. What was that? Where'd it go? Did I put it in my inventory? Journal. What was that? Clues? There are playing cards everywhere. They look like they're from that Czech trick-taking game, Marias? Oh, okay. Fun. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so the magnifying glass lights up when there is something that we can look at. That's interesting. Not too much over here. Oh, horror. Okay. The eyes tell no lies. Monsters, What and Why by Paliki Vadas from Curse of Blackmore Manor, and The Eyes Tell No Lies is from Legend of the Crystal Skull. Unveiling Ghosts, Paranormal Investigation from Around the World by Savannah Woodham from Ghost of Thornton Hall, and also Shadow at the Water's Edge. That is so cool. Do they look a little out of place on this shelf? Yes. Am I glad that they're there? Also, yes. Okay. Let's see here.
Looks interesting.
History, legends, and lore. Yay, teach me things I want to learn. Okay, so this part is clearly going to be a lot of reading. The Golden Heart of Europe. Known historically as the region of Bohemia, the Czech Republic has known many names and governments over the centuries. Its hub of culture and capital is the city of Prague, amounting to 10% of the region's population. Prague, or Praha, comes from the Slavic word for river named for the Vltava running through the city's center. Local legend also attributes its name to the word for threshold and the story of Princess Libuse. The legendary founder of Prague, Princess Libuse, is an important figure in modern Czech history. Legend says that the king of Bohemia had 3 daughters gifted with healing, magic, and prophecy. After his death, Libuse became the queen and judge of the tribe. Craving a king, the people criticized Libuse, noting the longer the hair, the shorter the reason. Her prophetic visions led the soldiers to follow a white horse to a man at an iron table, leading them to the plowman who would become the king the people demanded. In another vision, she saw a door threshold between 2 olive trees and a town that would reach the stars. On this spot stands Prague Castle, fittingly reaching the stars as the golden city of 1,000 spires. Glittering in historic Old Town Square, the Prague astronomical clock is the oldest still in operation today. First historically mentioned in 1410, the clock has been helping the people of Prague tell the time, date, season, and state of the stars for centuries. The Earth is the background for this medieval clock with 4 main moving areas, including a zodiac ring. Ornately decorated with symbols and animated characters, the figure that looms ominously over the people below is the skeleton shaking his head and tolling the bell of fate, known as death, or the clacker. He'll only nod his head when the clock stops and a time of peril falls upon the city, so locals are committed to keeping it ticking at all costs. The story goes that only a boy born on New Year's Eve can break the skeleton's curse when he runs across the clock square before the stroke of midnight. And marionette tradition. Bohemian history has long been the setting of stories and folk tales. For centuries in Prague, the marionettes have been pulling the strings of this storytelling custom. Folklore and history is bursting with little people carved from trees, painted and coming to life. Locals and travelers alike may hear these legends across the streets of Prague, or catch this historic art form at large halls like the Rudolfineum or the National Theatre. Marionettes will continue to be popular souvenirs and entertain onlookers as countless characters like teasing jesters, enchanting royalty, or even sinister specters. Guys, this is fantastic. This is already more information than was included in Midnight in Salem. Like, I just learned a bunch about Prague that I didn't know. That's super cool. That's exactly what I want out of a game, especially a Nancy Drew game. Hip hip hooray. This is great. Okay, science. Let's see. Do we have anything? Arboreal morphology. That's the book from Danger on Deception Island. Let's see. Adopting zoology's cutest. All it takes is a spark. Okay, so some of these are new books. Science, history. Purple-Hearted Queen by Hotchkiss. That's from Treasure in the Royal Tower. So many cookies. Love it. Love it so much. Okay. Any more over here? All right. What do we have over here? This looks interactive. There's a book sitting on a book stand. Some more books to explore. I hope this isn't too, jarring for people for the camera to be moving around so much. It's taking me a little getting used to.
Kafka came from Prague.
Kafka came from Prague. Franz Kafka is one of the greatest figures of modernist literature whose cultural influence continues to this day. Kafka joined the world in Prague on 3rd July 1883, the eldest son of a German-speaking Ashkenazi Jewish family. Kafka pursued his writing passions while enduring a Brotberuf, or bread job, as an attorney for an insurance company. Upon his death in 3rd June 1924, Kafka left behind 3 partially finished novels and countless short stories and other writings. Look around you again. How has everything changed now that you have truly seen? These questions hint at what Franz Kafka explored and pushed to the limit, the details of the mundane, the horror of cultural demands. Change and observing what is truly seen is central to one of Kafka's best-known works, Metamorphosis. Instantly thought of Hilary Duff. When the protagonist wakes up one morning to find himself transformed into an insect, his life is changed. He struggles with alienation and his own humanity to adjust to what or who he truly is, reminding us that not everything is always as it appears. What are you trying to tell me, game? What is not as it appears? This cafe? What else? Okay. Any more books? I love that there are so many things to interact with in this cafe. It makes me so happy. There was nothing to interact with in the museum in Midnight in Salem. Religion. Sacred artifacts of Saint Vitus. Okay. Guide to feast days of the Prague astronomical clock. That sounds helpful. After the halo. There are so many books in this cafe. Also a library, cafe, library, bookstore, multi-purpose, travel, hiker's atlas, castles and chateaux in Czechia, English Czech dictionary, Australia's flowers. Ooh. That's the first time I've seen another location directly called out. Is the next mystery going to be in Australia? European art and architecture in theme parks. Okay. Because if it is, I'd be down for that. I've always wanted an Australian mystery. Can it be about animals? Ava the Shoe. Granny and the Water Fairy from Curse of Blackmore Manor. The space-traveling vigilante, the princess who read every book, the siren and the bells. Fantasy. Tell the story again. Interesting. Okay. Kafka, a whole section dedicated to Kafka. Very cool. See, I also learned that Kafka is from Prague. Did not know that. Knew who Kafka was. Did not know Kafka was from Prague. What else do we have on these shelves here? Okay, more books. I'm a big exploration fan, so this is making me very happy. Falling in Love with the Girl Next Door, A Storm in Scotland, The Moon Tells No Lies, Like Wind Through My Heart by Charlena Purcell. Oh my gosh, Secret of Shadow Ranch. That is so cool. Okay, these people have been sitting, staring at each other, not saying a word, and not eating their food for like 20 minutes. This kind of looks like Deirdre. I like her sweater. They look good. They look complete. They look finished. Oh, what's this? Hello.
That's interesting.
Do you note the lines on a stranger's face, the careless tuck of another's shirt, the fly that hovers over the abandoned sugar bowl? Do you feel their eyes on you? Do you feel trapped in these four walls? What expectations forced you to come? And if you leave, why did you go? Oh, I like that. Is that Kafka? I don't know, but I like it. Okay. Some other gentlemen just sitting staring at each other and not eating their food. This is one of the characters from the trailer. He also just turned his head really creepily to look at us. Hello. Hello, sir. This looks like a mini astronomical clock.
It really is, just like the one in the square.
Yeah. Very detailed. Okay, this is gonna be important later. I can tell. This is gonna be important for a puzzle. Anything up here? Any cobwebs in the corner? They keep a neat cafe, it seems. Okay, what about over here? More food just kind of chilling on the tables. Can't open up this cupboard. Can we go this way? No. Can we go this way? No. What else is there to explore in this cafe? We can speak with the barista eventually, but I want to keep exploring until I have left no stone unturned. Let's see, is this the same? This appears to be the same newspaper article. Okay, good to know, good to know. No, back up. Back up, Nancy. Okay, what else? Shelves, shelves. Anything on these shelves? Maybe nothing on these shelves. Maybe the shelves over on the other side of the cafe are the ones to peruse, and these ones are just decor. Although there is a humor section. There we go. I knew there had to be something. The Butler Bend story. Puns from the toy box. Mr. Bean's Scuba and Laughback uncovering the riddle within. Interesting. Okay. Also, satire. No, nature. B for berry. Greenhouses. Local minerals, ore, and gemstones of the Bohemian. The Great Fountain. Cool. I don't know what that says. Oh, it's by Bill Kessler. Finding Fish. But it's like the same as all the other books. That might be a mistake. But super cool that Finding Fish by Bill Kessler is there. Bill Kessler of White Wolf of Icicle Creek fame. Let's see. Can we snoop through people's stuff? We could. We can look at people's stuff at least. This is the cafe menu. What do they got? They got hot beverages, espresso, lungo, lots of espresso drinks, cold beverages, pastries, croissants, chocolate chip cookie, lemon bar, pistachio cake, sliced banana nut muffin, and then several teas. You know what? I'll take one of everything, please and thank you. I would like to take everything, please. These are some of the promo images we saw from the trailer. So, like, this is the gate from Treasure in the Royal Tower. This is a gate in Haunting of Castle Malloy. This is the cathedral. This is Waverly Academy, the library. This is Curse of Blackmore Manor. And then this is another kind of watercolor of Prague. Well, maybe not a watercolor, but a painting of Prague. Great Hall of Blackmore Manor. So cool. So cool that all these places are so famous that they get their own painting. Okay, I don't know how I'm feeling about the free motion, guys. I might have to switch to classic for part 2 and we'll see how that goes. Oh, we have a book that I can actually like open. Read. Alchemy. How do I open it? No, where'd it go? I wanna open it. How do I look at it? I want to look at the book. Let's change the controls to classic. Apply. Resume. How do? Clues, suspects, achievements. I don't know how to look at an object. L? Okay, I guess I'll have to figure that out later. Alchemy. Abby Sedaris. Palmistry for All. Abby wrote a book? That book in Message in a Haunted Mansion was written by Abby? Good for her. Gemstones. This, I believe, is the book from Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. Alchemy for Dummies. Rudimentary Geology. Maybe that's from Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon? Okay, okay. So if I do this, it doesn't make me look up or down, so it allows me to look at what's important. But then sometimes things that I need are obscured by the bar down here. Oh, but I can still look up and down. Got it. Okay. I get it now. So holding down the right mouse button allows me to still look up and down, so I can still see things. Electrical engineering, a beginner's dictionary, coding, what's going on with influencers, digital audio production. Okay, I think we have fully explored this cafe, and let's see how moving around goes with the classic navigation. These gentlemen. Okay, and it really is the classic point and click. It's not the crazy, like, whooshing that we had in Midnight in Salem. This is just legitimate Ooh, I can zoom in and out. Just legitimate point and click, but now I can't look at the back of this, so maybe I can only look at the back of certain things. Castle Exhibition, Treasures of Prague Castle. Visit the Prague Castle Exhibition Hall for the highly anticipated showing of its greatest treasures, handpicked by the director of its world-renowned gem collection. This special presentation highlights the heretofore unknown treasures of Prague. Relive the past alongside the standing exhibitions of Prague's legends, including the Dalibor Night. Plan your visit today. That sounds exciting. Apparat Computers, 2 worlds, 1 store. Apparat Collectibles, 2 worlds, 1 store. Cell phone and smartwatch screen repair, new phone cases. So this is the tech store. And then this is an antique store, repair and collectible shop. Unique antiques. Okay. That's kind of a fun idea. 2 worlds, 1 store. What about this? Old Town. City highlight, Old Town Praha, Czechia. Stroll through the cobblestone streets and experience the history and beautiful architecture of this ancient district featuring the Old Town Square and the world-famous Prague Horloge, one of the oldest astronomical clocks. Cool. The Hungerkunstler Cafe. The second home of tourists and locals alike, Hungerkunstler Cafe has served the finest coffees for decades in this former library at the heart of the castle district. Enjoy a selection of new and old books from the practical to the peculiar while enjoying a fresh brew. Visitors can pick up local advice from the free Wi-Fi, the extensive bookshop, or the resident barista. Whether you prefer a latte or a cappuccino or dare to brave a local thick black coffee, you're sure to find your visit to Hungerkunstler Cafe a memorable part of your trip. I am such a cafe person. I am obsessed with cafes. Old Town, beautiful postcard. Lutkari, city highlight, free Wi-Fi. All visitors are welcome to use the free Wi-Fi for up to 15 minutes without signing in. Well, that's handy. Oh, that's pretty. I like that one. Castle Courtyard Square. Do we get to buy a postcard for Ned? St. Vitus Cathedral. Tour a famed Gothic cathedral today. Built in 1344, Prague's largest and most important church, St. Vitus Cathedral has witnessed coronations of the greatest Czech sovereigns. It also serves as the final resting place for patron saints, nobles, and archbishops. Tours closed for restoration. Interesting. Okay. Well, that appears to be everything in the cafe. The point and click navigation is a little hard to figure out, but not too hard. Oh, and there's a card there. Can I take it? I want it. Give me the card. I'm staring at the back of this guy's head. Maybe I do need to do the modern. Unless I'm not supposed to take that card yet. Maybe there's a reason I can't pick it up. Okay, well, we'll figure that out in the next part. Oh.
Simple.
Wi-Fi password. Simple. I don't know why we sounded despondent at that. It's nice that the Wi-Fi is simple. Cool. Okay, well, I think I am going to leave this first part here. All we really did was explore the cafe, but honestly, I'm just impressed that it took us the entire first part just to explore the cafe. That means there's a ton of exploration in this location, which makes me very happy. But thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. If you enjoyed this part, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Nancy Drew and Cozy Game content. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.